It's time to make something out of this hutch. Currently, it's cold and snowy here in rural Kentucky, but as they say, if you don't like the weather, wait a day or two. This small buffet, or hutch, needs some TLC. The finish is worn through. The back has been replaced with some OSB board siding, and so has the bottom. I've already begun disassembling the cabinet by removing the doors and the drawers. And now I've got to take that OSB board off the back. As I took the screws out of the top, I expected the top to come off, but it ran into a surprise. Little did I know it had been glued in place. Normally that's not how you would make furniture. So I used a 4-pound persuader to break it loose. Once I finished finally disassembling, I'm going to scrape the finish off with a paint scraper. That is my go-to method. I find it's quicker, doesn't put fine sand particles in the air, and to me it does seem quicker. I like that method whenever I can. Afterwards, I'm going to hit it with 220 sandpaper to get ready for painting. I'm going to need to remove the hardware from the doors and the drawers and get those sanded up as well. In the meantime, the top's finished. I set it off to the side and just finishing up the cabinet before we move on to the next phase. Now that the cabinet is getting finished up, it's time to address that OSB board that's in the bottom. And what I've decided to do is use some 1/4-inch oak plywood to cover that, and I'm also going to use that for the back of the cabinet, and that's going to look really nice. For now, I'm getting those panels cut out, but I am going to wait until it's painted before I put them in. In the meantime, there's a couple of spots that just need a little fill-in attention, so I'm going to take care of those now too. The door and drawer hardware is getting painted with a bronze hammer finish, and it looks really nice. It's going to go good with the cabinet. I'm painting the inside of the cabinet and the outside with 2 coats of primer. On the inside, I am not going to put a chalk paint, but I am going to do that on the outside. And I wound up putting 2 coats on the outside. I'll tell you why in a minute. While I'm painting, I had time to think, and I want to talk about something that's really been bothering me in my workshop. There's missing drywall. I keep overlooking it, pretending it's not there, but I want to address that. That's just driving me crazy. I finally got the cabinets on the right side of the back wall completed. I want to put some on the left side as well. I'm going to be able to get 4 in there. That's the plan. After the first coat of chalk paint, taking a close look at it, the paint's got nibs in it here and there, and it's gonna have to be sanded just ever so lightly all over, and another coat of chalk paint put on it to get a good finish. And then after that, of course, you seal a chalk paint. I got those oak panels for the back cut out, but I'm gonna glue the bottom down first, then I'll put those panels in place for the back. Earlier I had said where we live, if you don't like the weather, wait a day or two. The other day it was less than 30 in the shop, snow on the ground today, 60. With the panel in place, I use the obligatory massive amounts of clamps. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to finish it up.